Empress Royalty, we apply a strategic approach to investing in gold and silver. Forward-looking statements also available on our website, so you can look at them in more detail. So why Empress? We are a revenue-generating royalty and streaming creation company with a unique investment strategy. We create new royalties and streams to get projects into production or to help companies expand their production. We currently have a diversified portfolio of 17 investments exclusive to gold and silver. We're focused on quality over quantity. In that investment portfolio, we have 13 exploration projects, 3 development projects, and we've just recently announced a producing project, and I'll talk more in detail in a few minutes about all those different investments. We're looking to build out a strong, diversified portfolio, currently valuing over $75 million US of potential investments. We have a pretty strong, robust pipeline of investment opportunities. Management and board, we have over 250 years of experience, completed over $6 billion in mining transactions. So a very strong mining finance team behind Empress. We have unique relationships or strategic relationships with Endeavour Financial out of the UK, Ascendo Banco out of Mexico, and Terra Capital out of Australia. This really gives us access to unique investment opportunities. We're projecting significant revenue, which I'll touch base on in a few minutes. So what are royalties and streams? A royalty agreement is where a company like ourselves invests into a mining company and we receive a percentage of revenue from production. A stream is where we would invest in a company, but we would be able to buy either gold or silver at a discounted price. And we do a combination of both, and it's very much bespoke to each investment we do of what works for the company and what works for their growth, making sure we're getting the right returns for our shareholders. There's different types of royalty and streaming companies. Investors will have opportunity to figure out what kind of royalty and stream they want to invest in. There's the exploration generators, typically early stage and expensive to acquire, but there's the exploration risk, and if successful, there's a long lead time to revenue generation. There's also the royalty trading acquisition companies where they're buying third-party royalties. So it's pretty simple acquisition. It's a crowded space, typically paying a premium and part of a competing bid process. And there's no direct relationship with the management company. We're in the creation side. So we work with mining companies, again, to create new royalties or streams. We're able to create flexible structures. We have a direct relationship with the company, very close with them and able to know what's happening with the project. And we're focused on bringing assets, producing assets, which brings revenue, again, into Empress and for our shareholders. Royalty company growth. Here we're looking at 2 different charts. The first is the royalty companies outperform gold, looking at the royalty index, gold, and the gold miners ETF. And then looking at the life cycle of a new royalty company. In stage 1, when you're establishing market, we just started trading on the TSXV in December, on the OTC in February. We believe we're going to be able to quickly accelerate to stage 2 rapid growth through our investment strategy and the partners and unique investment opportunities that we have. We're truly a global, Empress. I'm based in Vancouver. We've got a corporate governance team there. We've got Endeavour in London, Ascendo in Australia, and we've recently made some investments into Mexico, Peru, and Mozambique, combined with our early stage exploration portfolio in Canada. Moving into our portfolio, the Cerro Antapite stream is it's a producing mine in Peru. We just recently announced that we've executed on the $10 million gold stream, which is in total a 4.5% stream for 11,000 ounces and then drops down to 1% for life of mine. We have funded the first portion of this, which is bringing immediate revenue into Empress now, and we'll be closing the second tranche of that shortly. This project was started by Buenaventura in 2002. It was purchased by the Sarah Sun Group in 2016, over 1 million ounces to date. We're helping them with the $10 million get from 750 tons per day to 1,000 tons per day. Annual cash flow for us is $2.2 million US a year when they're fully ramped up, which should be the middle of next year, and then 17% IRR. We also have the Tahuehueto silver stream. This one is a great example of us working with our partners to provide a full financing solution. So for $5 million, we have 100% of the silver stream up to 1.25 million ounces. This project owned by Adelaide is in Durango, Mexico. The company ran into some challenges. We came alongside of our partners, who we'll discuss more in a minute. Ascendo Bank, who provided $12 million in debt. $12 million in debt. We provided the $5 million silver stream, and then Endeavor and Ascendo helped arrange $8 million equity. So with that $25 million, the company is now back, the project's back in construction. They're expecting to be in production Q4 this year, fully ramped up in Q1. This gives Empress $3 million US cash flow. That's based upon $21 silver, IRR 84%. We also completed the Manica gold royalty in Mozambique, owned by MMP. This one's under construction right now, and we'll bring in revenue into Empress for about $1 million a year, starting in Q4 this year. We have a 2.25% royalty on the entire project. There's currently a 3-year mine life plan, but there's additional upside from the satellite deposits. The IRR on this one is 41%. This is a great example of some of the transactions that Endeavor is able to bring to us and be able to help us arrange and structure. We also have the Pinos royalty for $1.5 million investment, which we made in November last year. We have a 1% royalty across the entire project in Zacatecas, Mexico. This one has a 7-year mine life plan, but expect to get a lot more interesting as that's 1 vein on 7. So some nice revenue coming in for us in this, but we expect this one to get a lot more interesting as Candelaria develops and further expands this project. When we look at our projected revenue, our forecasted revenue, using $1,750 gold and $21 silver. These charts are based upon the Sierra Antapite project, the Tahuehueto project, Manica, and then Pinos. We're projecting $6.7 million US next year, $9.2 million the following year, going up to 2024, just over $12 million. That's if we did nothing else. And again, as I mentioned, we've got a pretty robust pipeline. We're in discussions right now with 12 different management groups, looking at over $75 million of potential investment. So hoping to add on to that in the upcoming period of time. We trade a significant discount on all key metrics when you look at the industry. Just taking, for example, our PNAV ratio, base case scenario, we're at 6.9 times. The average is 1.41 times. Our capital structure, our current shares outstanding right now, about 100 million. Market cap today is probably about 36 million Canadian. We've got some research coverage, which is great, $6 million in cash. Strategic management, our strategic partners, management and board. So again, Terra, Ascendo, and Endeavor own 38% of the company. Institutional investors about 32%, and then 30% in the public float. So to recap, we are newly listed. We've been trading for 8 months on the TSXV, 6 months on the OTC. We are precious metals, royalty, and streaming creation company with a current portfolio of 17 investments. And we're focused on creating solutions for mining company partners, making a win-win for both situations and choosing high quality projects over quantity to really build out a good diversified portfolio. And again, we're projecting some pretty strong revenue next year. I encourage everyone to go to our website to learn more information at empressroyalty.com. And thank you so much, Gwen, and everyone for listening.